Welcome to Crossing the Finish Line, NOVA's graduation preparation program. At the end of this session, you should be able to verify the remaining requirements of your degree or certificate program for successful completion, apply for NOVA graduation and no commencement information, financially prepare for your last semester at NOVA and your new college or university, understand how to plan for transfer or prepare for employment. Academic planning and advising is an important component for success in graduating from NOVA. As a student at NOVA, you have access to academic planning tools such as your Academic Advisement Report, which is intended to help you stay on track with the courses needed to complete your program of study at NOVA. Upon completion of the courses, you are generally ready to graduate from NOVA with your degree or certificate. The Academic Advisement Report is your tool for monitoring your progress toward completion of degree requirements. It shows what requirements have been satisfied and not satisfied. To access your advisement report, log into MyNOVA from the tab on any NOVA webpage. Click on VCCS SIS Student Information System. From the main menu, click on Self-Serve. Next, click on Student Center. Then click on My Academics. Then click on View My Advisement Report. Here is an example of an advisement report. The report will display college catalog requirements for each degree or certificate plan in which you are placed according to the catalog year. At the top of the report, you will see your status either indicated as not satisfied in red as shown here, or satisfied in black. If your status is indicated as not satisfied, scroll through the report to find any requirements not satisfied. Courses in which you can choose from that will satisfy the requirement are provided on the report. In the same example, the student has not satisfied the Humanities Fine Arts requirement. In red, you can see that the student needs to complete 6 of 6 credits. A list of courses that will satisfy this requirement is provided. In addition to showing you what requirements have or not have been satisfied, the advisement report shows grades you earned in courses you completed and courses you are currently enrolled in. Courses you are currently enrolled in will be indicated as IP under type. In this example, you will see the student's requirements have been satisfied, as it is indicated in black in the top right. Once your requirements have been satisfied, you will be able to scroll through your advisement report and see no indicators in red. Toward the bottom of the advisement report is an area for unused courses. Students who have changed their program during their time at NOVA may have courses that do not apply toward their current program. They will be listed here. Students who transfer in credits that are not applicable to the degree requirements will be listed here as well, except a T will be indicated for the grade. Courses that were transferred into NOVA but do not have a NOVA equivalent will be indicated as EEE. For example, MTH EEE and a T will be indicated as the grade. If you are missing requirements that you feel should have been met by another course completed at NOVA or transferred in, you should speak with your faculty advisor or a counselor. If you transferred to NOVA from another college, you should have requested official transcripts and completed the online transcript evaluation request form in your first semester. If you did not, you can still do this, but it may delay your application for graduation, as deadlines for each semester are firm. There are a few additional items you need to do in preparing to graduate, such as completing an application for graduation, attending commencement in May, which is optional, and requesting your final transcript. The graduation application deadlines for each semester are firm. The spring semester deadline is March 1st, the summer semester deadline is June 1st, and the fall semester deadline is October 1st. Should you have any questions about requirements not met or courses in which you would like to seek a substitution for example, an unused course from a previous program or course you transferred in, make an appointment with your faculty advisor prior to the graduation application deadline. Be aware that course substitution requests are considered by the academic division deans, not your faculty advisor or a counselor. Don't delay in applying for graduation. If you have transfer credits being evaluated toward your degree program, still submit your application for graduation. Don't wait until they have been evaluated. The graduation application is online. Once you have logged into MyNOVA, go to Self-Service, click on Academic Records, then click on Apply for Graduation. If you're applying for more than one degree or certificate, make sure you check each degree before submitting the application. You can only submit one application per semester. Students receive an immediate confirmation message that indicates the application has been received by the College Records Office. The confirmation lists the information extracted directly from the student's permanent record. If you discover an error, contact the Student Services Center for assistance with having the information corrected. The following status letters are emailed to students' VCCS email accounts. All requirements completed pending successful completion of current enrollment, ineligible due to one of the following: missing requirements, low GPA, or did not satisfy residency requirement as 25% of required credits must be from NOVA. Did not meet the requirements for their program plan. Here is a sample letter indicating that degree requirements will be met pending successful completion of current enrollment in the fall term. Here is a sample letter from the College Records Office indicating missing degree requirements for a graduation application that was submitted for the fall term. Students cannot rescind their application for graduation, and graduation applications do not roll over to the next semester. There is no penalty for a student who applies for graduation and then fails to meet the requirements, but they do need to submit a new application by the deadline date for the semester in which they intend to graduate. Financial aid cannot be used to pay for a course repeat after a student has met all graduation requirements. Thus, students should consult financial aid immediately if they have questions about retaking a course. All of the information regarding applying for graduation and attending commencement can be found on the graduation website, www.nvcc.edu/graduation. Graduation information in the form of a brochure is also available on the website after April 15th. Commencement or graduation ceremony is held every year in May. There is no fee for graduation, but each student is required to purchase a cap and gown for the ceremony. Caps and gowns, invitations, and class rings can be purchased from any NOVA campus bookstore. Details about commencement can change from year to year, so it is important to check the graduation website for the most current information. Diplomas are not distributed at the graduation ceremony. They are mailed to students directly from the vendor to the address listed on the graduation application. Final grades must be posted before degree and certificates are awarded. Degree and certificate awarding will always begin at midnight the last day of class for the semester. This is a manual task and can take up to 3 months to complete. When can you expect to receive your diploma? For spring graduates, it can be mid to late August. For summer graduates, it can be mid to late November. For fall graduates, it can be mid to late March. Due to the time it takes for the awarding of degrees and certificates, employers and colleges may need verification of your degree requirements being met before it appears on your academic record. The college registrar will send a degree verification letter upon the receipt of the completed form titled College Records Office Request for Verification of Degree or Certificate Program. This is called Form 125-340 and can be accessed from the College Forms Library at www.nvcc.edu/forms. The student must have a current application for graduation or have been previously awarded a degree. The form must also be faxed to the College Records Office. Verification letters will be sent directly to the recipient and not to the student. If you receive financial aid, it can have an impact on your plans to complete your program at NOVA. Financial aid planning is also a key part of transferring to another college. Some students will find that they do not meet the requirements for satisfactory academic progress before their last semester at the college for the following reasons: grade point average, 67% rule, 150% rule. This affects one's financial aid status. Students are either in good financial standing, financial aid warning, financial aid probation status, or financial aid suspension. The last two statuses involve loss of one's financial aid award. You should consult with the financial aid office before withdrawing from classes. If you're identified as not meeting satisfactory academic progress after the semester has ended, then you may complete a SAP appeal by appointment with your faculty advisor or a counselor. You can learn more about SAP and its implications at www.nvcc.edu/financial-aid/policies/sap.html. The NOVA SAP appeal form and instructions, Form 125-323, are available in the College Forms Library. In planning for transfer, file the current and/or following year's free application for Federal Student Aid, or FAFSA, and add all colleges of interest to the form. You don't have to wait on an acceptance letter to add colleges to the FAFSA. Apply by their priority deadlines. Respond quickly to the request for additional information and documentation. Maintain an understanding of the cost to attend your new college or university and make a decision considering affordability. Contact colleges or universities or go directly to their website to see if there's a separate process for applying for scholarships they may be offering. Use free scholarship websites where your profile completion can streamline the search. You can contact the financial aid office for suggested sites. If you are not planning to immediately enroll in college after Nova graduation, then you may be responsible for your first payment. Refer to your promissory note or loan agreement. If you have a student loan and you are planning to continue with your education, then you may request an in-school deferment. Preparing for transfer or employment. Applying to a four-year college or university is different than applying to a community college, as most have application deadlines. They may also require an essay and/or letters of recommendation. Identify the colleges you will want to apply to. It is recommended that you have a backup choice in addition to filing an application to the college you most want to attend. Check admission websites early to determine application deadlines, as they can vary from college to college. Fall semester applications can be due between January and March. Spring semester applications can be due between October and November. Apply for admission before the priority application deadline date. Typically, the best time to file a transfer application for the fall semester is after January 1st, but before the application deadline of the college. Also, check to see if the program you are applying for has any special application processes or an advance deadline. If you are seeking to apply under the Guaranteed Admission Agreement, you must be a Nova graduate at the time you enroll at the college or university to receive the benefits of the agreement, so be sure to complete your application for graduation prior to the Nova deadline. Prepare your application materials in advance. Approach professors that you've had good experiences with and ask if they will write a letter of recommendation for you. If you have participated in clubs or other activities at Nova, approach the advisor. You can also inquire with other members of the college in which you have interacted often, such as a counselor or work-study supervisor. Many colleges ask you to write one or more essays as part of the application process. It may be a good idea to ask somebody to review your essays for grammar and completeness. You could go to the Campus Writing Center, for example. Some colleges, particularly those who use the Common Application, may require a college officials report. This form requires students to complete an enrollment verification request, form number 125-094, with the Nova Student Services Center and will be routed to the Dean of Students for signature. Be sure to allow processing time of 7 to 10 business days so that this form will be received by the college's application deadline. This form is available in the Nova Forms library. Pay the application fee at the time of application. The fee varies by college but is typically $50 or more. Send official transcripts from all colleges attended. This includes AP, IB, CLEP, military, or any other non-traditional forms of credit that may have been earned. Send official transcripts from each source. These transcripts may take longer to arrive, so request these early. You will typically need to send your Nova transcript at least 3 times in the transfer application process. Once when filing the initial application, once after the grades from the current semester have posted, and finally, once the transcript reflects degree awarded, a process that takes 4 to 6 weeks after the exam period. Some colleges may ask you to send your high school transcript and SAT scores, even if you're obtaining an associate degree. Read the application directions carefully and respond accordingly. If the college requires a letter of intent and you are applying under the terms of the Guaranteed Admission Agreement, please send this. Some of the colleges will require the signature of a counselor, while others are simply submitted online. Complete the application for residency determination, particularly if you believe you may qualify for in-state tuition. Exercise good time management skills. Be sure to submit the online application and send all additional materials at least 10 days ahead of the priority application deadline to assure all materials arrive in time. If you're applying for financial aid assistance, file your taxes as early as possible so you can use your tax return to file your financial aid application early. Submit the financial aid application before the priority deadline. Though not required to apply for admission, be aware that priority financial aid application deadlines at many bachelor degree granting colleges tend to be early, often around March 1st. For more transfer information, Nova's transfer webpage, www.nvcc.edu/transfer, and the Virginia Education Wizard, vawizard.org, are great resources for transfer planning. Nova's Career Services webpage offers a number of resources for students who are ready for employment. When students come to Nova, they typically begin career exploration in SDV 100 or SDV 101 College Success Skills, or by consulting a career counselor. However, there are a number of resources available to students at the end of their time with NOVA. These resources include job hunting techniques, resume writing and interview assistance, and links to job search engines. To access NOVA's employment resources, go to the Alumni Career Resources webpage at www.nvcc.edu/alumni/career and click on Career Resources. Click on Step 4 to access resume writing and interview skills resources and links to job search engines. Internship search engines and resources are also available on this page. These resources are available to NOVA alumni, so feel free to access this page as needed. College is an important and rigorous journey. Be proud of what you have accomplished so far and keep striving toward your goals. Thank you for viewing the Graduation Preparation Program. Should you still have questions after viewing this program, please access any of these resources.